Aquaman is the sixth entry in the DC Extended Universe. It is directed by James Wan and it stars Jason Momoa, Amber Heard and Patrick Wilson. And as always, there's a bit of backstory. I do mildly enjoy the DC movies, the recent ones at least, of the Extended Universe. I have learned to hate Suicide Squad. I still enjoy Man of Steel. I also quite enjoy Batman v Superman. Do I see the flaws in those films? Absolutely, they're far from perfect, but I still personally enjoy them, even though they have objective flaws. And Aquaman is the latest standalone film, a mixture of sequel and origin story to the Justice League. And the very weirdest thing is that there is no mention at all of the other DC films. This is just about Aquaman, there is no reference to Justice League, Batman v Superman or anything like that. So I believe DC is trying to go in a different route, in a different direction right now, just focusing on the single characters, which they should have done in the beginning, but whatever. What do I think of this film? This film was a blast to watch, but it's also not all that good. It's a weird thing, and let's just say, what is the worst aspect of this film? The story and its dialogue. This is the same shit you've seen over and over again in those movies. It's like a Shakespearean tragedy, but with incredibly dumb and simplistic dialogue. It has a breakneck pacing, this film, which doesn't help the character development. Aquaman, played by Jason Momoa, is a very interesting character, and Momoa is having a lot of fun, he's incredibly charismatic, but he doesn't have enough room to just shine as an actor or room to improve on his character. There are just simple changes, there is a lot of exposition, there is constant people just telling what they have to do and then doing it, and it's just, everything just keeps moving. And this reminded me a lot of the type of adventure films that Spielberg used to make, and also more recently, like The Adventures of Tintin. In one scene, especially set in Italy, it reminded me of that, which isn't a bad thing, because I've always said I love adventure films, especially old school ones, and we haven't gotten enough of those lately. And Aquaman really does feel like one of those films, with constant action, constant adventure, constant like globe-trotting roller coaster ride. It's a ton of fun to watch. And it helps that the actors do a pretty decent job in this film. No one really shines. You've also got Willem Dafoe, Nicole Kidman, Dolph Lundgren. It's a pretty decent cast. No one shines. Maybe Amber Heard, she's just the only one who's like, okay, she's been in some shit films, but yeah, she's actually pretty good. She's not bad. She's not bad. But I loved watching this, but I also don't after a while. It's a weird thing. Like, in the moment it is incredibly enjoyable. The action is like, if I had to compare this to something else, I would compare it to Infinity War and Wonder Woman, because those two films had really good character moments, really good character development and pretty good stories, honestly. But I wasn't a fan of the action. I found it underwhelming. In Infinity War it was crowded, incredibly poorly shot, constant shaky cam. I hate that, absolutely. And Wonder Woman was incredibly underwhelming, especially in the third act, even though the No Man's Land scene was pretty great. And in this film, every single action scene is very well shot, very well choreographed. There are incredibly long takes for the average blockbuster action film, which was a joy to watch. And the CG, this probably has the first really great giant CG battle. We've got those in the Avengers films, we've got those in the Justice League, we've got those in a lot of movies, like, you know, hundreds and thousands of CG people battling one another, but they all look the same, they're boring. In this film, there is actual creativity, there is actual energy, there is actual color in the visuals, and the visuals are fantastic in this film. Really they are. The music is hit or miss, the musical score is incredibly forgettable even though it works in the moment, and there are some songs that don't fit the film at all, with the now infamous Pitbull rendition of Africa by Toto. I didn't hate it, but it's not great, it's not great. But still, There really isn't that much to say about this film. The worst aspect, as I said, is the story, the characters. Some of the actors are even fun, even Patrick Wilson as the villain is chewing the scenery, and it doesn't really look like Patrick Wilson. They made some weird things to him, I don't know, but it took me a while to recognize him. But as I said, it's a roller coaster ride, both in the good ways and the bad ways. Bad ways is no character development, no interesting story. Good thing is, it's fun to watch. And during the Christmas season, during the Christmas holidays, people just want to go to the theater with their families and have fun. And there are fun sequences here, kick-ass action moments, sweet CG and action. So I think you're gonna enjoy it, at least on a purely superficial level. Is it the best superhero film of the year? No. Is it the best action film? No, but it works. It does its job. It's entertaining, it's well made, technically speaking, so I think you should give it a watch. Might be the best DC film, I don't know, it's definitely up there with Wonder Woman, easily. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts, guys, so please, have you watched Aquaman? Do you like it or do you dislike it? Tell me in the comments below. Thanks for watching, to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.